Defusing a bomb that was capable of wiping out most of the Krogan civilian population? That was one thing. Krogan are kind of used to that. Curing the Genophage, though, that'll get their attention.
Full stop. Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
They want to fight! They just got one.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
You said you'd help. It's time to deliver.
What is it you need?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
Then it's now or never.
Now. The Genophage ends today.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatras.
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Morden Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow the diplomatic pressures of this war to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the Genophage will end in lasting peace?
Reaper seduction
No,
here?
I don't. The Krogan are too violent, but I don't have a choice here.
Then allow me to offer you one. Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done. Morden will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Urdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
That's not how we get help. And I'm not going to break my word with Rex. Now, I believe the Solarian Dalatras there is indoctrinated. I believe it was her that sent Cerberus to the Sarkesh to interfere. Don't know who else it could have been, doesn't matter. And now, so anything she says there, any advice she gives, I would do the opposite. Because I think that's the Reapers talking through her. Or an indoctrinated version of her, or whatever. And trying to get allies in this way. Don't they understand they're responsible for a lot of this in the first place? Solarian meddling. Always being devious and slick. Lizards. Frogs,
I've ordered
whatever.
the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Krogan history filled with defining moments, most bloody. Hope this one better.
Commander, you seem troubled.
There's just a lot on the line. I want this to go well.
Have faith. No matter the adversity we face, some moments are destined to happen. This is one of them.
Rex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns blazing.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, keep them away from the female. I'll sort out what's happening with the other clan.
on our 6. Now move!
The enemy is approaching.
Push forward. Don't let them get up.
Now, I guess we can assume most of these husks came from Earth. But,
Keep them away from the female.
I'm gonna guess among all those humans that were being collected, besides those that went to straight-up genetic goo, or maybe, held in reserves for this right here, stocking up on troops ahead of time. Who knows how many thousands, even who knows, millions of those slaves were sold to the collectors or agents of the Reapers to be set aside as husks to be used for this right here. Who knows? Like I think humanity changed the Reapers' plans a little bit. They had to kind of think on their feet. Being spontaneous isn't something machine is going to be real keen on. Machines are more, no, everything has to go according to program, according to analysis, according to all that. I think humans kind of threw a wrench in that machine.
They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepard. Recommend haste, however. Vital signs troubling.
What's a Solarian doing here? Nobody said anything about this.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Who are you?
Erdnot Reeve, brood brother to our illustrious leader. Reeve and I share the same mother, and nothing else. For which I'm thankful. I remember what it means to be a true Krogan. We flay our enemies alive and drown them in a geyser of their own blood. We don't invite them into our home.
There's no time for this. Whatever grudge you have against Solarians ends right now.
As long as it involves a bullet in his head, time for some payback. Stand down, Reeve. The Solarian is with me.
Enough!
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I don't want to regret curing the Genophage. Do you want this or not?
I do. What about the rest of you?
I think if not for having Rex around, then Reeve would be in charge, and I think if that were the case, then not curing the Genophage, well, sorry to say, maybe natural selection would interfere later on.
Our flight vector to the Shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artemek. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
Reeve isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the Genophage, Rex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Glory of Ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of Genophage. Expansion plan, problematic.
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tuchanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
Until Solarian interference.
No, we destroyed Tuchanka ourselves. Technology changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
And now our planet is rubble. We'll need a better place to live.
Any hint of the Krogan trying to expand again could raise alarms.
My children aren't going to suffocate in this cesspool. I want them to witness a new age. A Krogan empire.
Rex.
I'm not saying we won't ask first, but the Council can't expect us to stay here forever.
There's that look in your eye again, Commander. What's troubling you?
Just thinking about Earth.
Your courage for my people will be remembered. You won't be alone in your fight.
Why are we stopping?
Rex, you and Morden stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Will do.
There's no point in stressing Eve with more Solarian interference.
It's like the end of days out there.
It will be my first kill, but not the last.
See the sky like that? That's fine. Whatever you shoot with it belongs to me. And remember to bring it back when you're done. Make sure you have Solarian. Always hold the vital war alone.
Yeah, as far as expanding goes, how about rebuilding what you destroyed?
We can't sit around like this.
They made this bed, and for the time being, yeah, lie in it, actually.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemek, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper already knows we're here.
An airstrike isn't enough against the Reaper. We must join the fight.
I don't care if we have to build a new road. We are going. Shepard!
I've lost control. I can't pull up. Shepard, what's happening?
Rex! Get the female out of here now!
Oh, they could have gone it all along? Wow. So that was unnecessary then.
Artemek, do you copy?
We have to abort, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way.
You can abort now, but you couldn't abort a couple minutes ago?
Get to it!
Told you all to lay off in the first place.
Rex, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, just scratches. Nothing the Solarian can't patch up. Reeves' truck made it out too.
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
First we'll have to find you. Where did you end up?
Underground.
What was that?
See ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the City of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
You're a trailblazer, Shepard. Get through there and we'll find a place to meet up. Nothing will stop this cure.
Yeah, if the Krogans can prove that they can rebuild their own planet, grow some grass, then mow their yard, fix the fence, new coat of paint, you know, and play nice for a while, then I think that would allay some of the fears with the other races. But just going and demanding territory is just more of the same. Keep doing the same thing, you keep getting what you get. Krogan will never see outside of that. It doesn't appear. And until they do, nothing's going to change. Rex wants to change things, but he's one voice. With a lot of Krogan who all it takes is one quick pull of the shotgun.
That didn't feel like a quake.
Rex, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Not up here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Which is another reason to get your ass out of there, Shepard. Step on it.
Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws. Sounds troubling.
If the Krogan named it, it must be something special.
The Krogan named it. But yeah, you lose Rex's voice, and I see the Krogan returning to what they've been doing immediately.
Notice they chose obedience as their subject.
These look a lot like the Dwarven Tigers in Dragon Age. Or it's what it reminds me of, anyway. Dwarves were kind of stuck in their ways, too. Pretty obstinate.
Galros, I would guess. Impressive.
If that's what we've been hearing down here, I suggest we get moving.
Talk about honor, duty, and pride, all the while they're killing each other. That sounds pretty familiar, actually.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Rex, we've got Rachni here. Keep an eye out.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. All that matters is getting to that shroud. Find us fast.
I gotta imagine if the Reapers had a nest where they were growing troops.
Light ahead.
Rachni troops, then yeah, they would have taken some
In my younger days,
for use elsewhere.
I would love to have spent time here studying these ruins.
Remnants of a failed species.
Rex, we made it back outside.
Well, if you can see sunlight, that's progress.
And the color green. I thought plants were extinct around here.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tuchanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still up to no good at the Shroud. Find a way out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
And when we get there, vengeance will be mine.
Amazing. Imagine how much Krogan culture has been lost.
I see only waste here. A civilization that
Movement
destroyed
ahead.
what it had. More opportunity for a kill.
I'm sure for the perimeter! Not a place we want to get trapped!
Oh, well. I can dodge those, but I'm probably not going to dodge grenades. So I'll tell you what. Let's get in here and make this up close and personal. And damn near freeze my game. When you hit somebody so hard in the face that you almost break Mass Effect 3, that's when you know you're doing something. Ouch. Yeah, there you go. Primal. How do you like that? Charge, please. Thank you. I can't charge the bugs? You can in multiplayer. You can use the bugs as a charge. Great way to get your shield back in a pinch. Nice.
Another quake.
Calros is more than a myth.
Stay sharp.
Notice when Eve was talking with Morden back there, she said, well, it's not the Solarians' interference that destroyed Tuchanka, but you know, giving the Krogan all those toys that they weren't ready for, without the ability to give them the moral instruction, well, to use them, or refrain from using them properly, I guess. Having no foresight, being in danger and being afraid, which the Solarians would never admit to, and then reacting harshly by interfering, essentially, with the Krogan, and using them, and then once they were done with them, finding a way to essentially throw them away, but try to make it a moral method of doing so by giving them the Genophage. We can be glad Morden was in charge. Someone else might have gotten it wrong, and had they, the Krogan just wouldn't even be around anymore, which some people would honestly consider a favor.
One of the big ones.
And he isn't alone.
I think that's it for now.
Oh, how about this brute over here, Liara? I'm just saying. You know, the big guy. Take that. And yes, we're on insanity. And yes, I basically did two-shot that brute, basically. Makes me feel good to do things like that. There is a little hope here. Plant can still grow. Find some way to get rid of all the radiation and all the nonsense. And rebuild this. And that's going to take work. And if they're not willing to do that, they sure work hard to go around and kill everyone, including each other. How about putting some of that effort into rebuilding? And if they consider that weak or whatever, well, then you deal with those Krogan. And keep the ones that are willing to think along the lines of what Rex is talking about. Damn! They were guarding this bridge, weren't they? Confirmed. Morden letting his inner nerd come out. Alright. I don't know what we will find along here in the way of loot, upgrades, and credits and such, but we are making our way slowly and surely to the Shroud. Once we get there, I have every intention of putting the cure through.
Tell me something I don't know.
Metal in truck, an excellent iron supplement for Mars diet.
This planet is one giant death trap.
The Reapers must feel at home. These Krogan seem to have only one talent: destruction. Even of their own home. The Genophage was an assist.
I wonder where we are now.
A memorial of some kind.
Yeah, Javic's a little short-sighted, both forward and backward. I understand he's all down with the brutal necessity of, well, things that you have to do in war and stuff. I get it. Charge, please. Nice. Yeah, if Reeve was in charge, though, I'd honestly probably go the other way with it. And like I say, let natural selection work its way out. Nature has a way of balancing things. Nature is going to have her way, so to speak. One way or another, it's arrogant to think that... It's kind of arrogant to think that simple intermeddling by the Solarians or anything else on a galactic scale really have anything more than a temporary effect. In terms of if things are going to go a certain way, they're going to go a certain way. You can make life miserable for everyone in the meantime, but the Krogan are meant to be around, they will. So if we didn't cure the Genophage, would it at some point work itself out and balance? I would have to think so. I think organic species think a little too highly of themselves to think that they can do anything more than leave a basic fingerprint on things as they go. I would love to see a picture of how this actually looked. Way back when.
Shepard, get over here. Reeve, keep an eye out for that mobile. I don't want it sneaking up on us.
Make it quick, Rex.
We're exposed.
Move it!
It's Calroth!
Move, Shepard!
We're in! Go!
What about Reeve?
No way he survived that. He was a pain in the ass anyway. Now let's finish this. There's a Reaper waiting for us.
Losing Reeve like that actually did everyone a favor. know that sounds harsh, but, well, that's the truth of it.
We don't have a plan for this.
Vengeance is the goal. Suicide is not.
We're curing the Genophage no matter what it takes. Everything my people will ever be depends on it.
And I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It was hers, actually.
Kalros. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
Already discussed strategy. Just need to distract Reaper. Draw it from tower while Cure synthesized, released.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawn. This is as much her home as ours.
If Tuchanka has a temper, Kalros is it. Nobody's ever faced her and survived.
We flew through the Omega-4 relay and survived. We can do this.
That's the spirit, Shepard. I was starting to wonder where it went.
How would we summon her?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Kalros' glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
Appears to have worked.
There are 2 Maw hammers there. The largest in existence. If you can activate them, Kalros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
Meanwhile, laboratory nearby. We'll finish synthesizing Cure.
We know why we're here and what's at stake. So let's make it happen.
Wait! I know you're doing this for your own reasons, Shepard. But try to make sure you don't get your ass killed. I wouldn't know what to say at your funeral. Go! I've got this. I am Erdnut Rex, and this is my planet!
See you on the other side.
Stay alive, Shepard. We'll have Cure ready.
Let's get in there!
Alright. I'm not about some long battle of attrition here. I'll punch my way through and we're gonna go about hitting those hammers and be done with it. This can be a long, drawn-out, really deadly fight. And the Reapers will throw everything they have at us right here. Don't freeze. Thank you. Yeah, if Rex only knew.
Original strain in storage. Preparing the cure now.
Make it quick, Morton. They're all over us out here.
At last, the Reaper.
Uh-oh.
Everyone all right?
I think so. Did we just get shot by a Reaper?
Consider that practice.
Right? Just warm up right here.
I raised the hammers. You have to activate both of them. My advice is avoid the giant laser.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, if Rex only knew.
I remember this part.
Just keep moving.
I remember this part when he lost his own planet. Wow.
Cover means nothing to a Reaper.
That's not encouraging.
Commander, this is Artemic Wing. We're trying to give that Reaper something else to shoot.
Go. Let's push ahead.
Yeah, if Rex knew that if we were doing this just solely for our own reasons,
Over on our left, one of the hammers.
we could fool him.
Another matter entirely.
Got the Solarian support and Krogan support at the same time with the lie, all that, but no. That never ends well. Even on a galactic scale, lies never end well.
Vital signs dropping. Trying to compensate.
Ouch. I'm not trying to stay and fight you guys. I'm hitting these hammers. Those Reaper feet are getting annoying.
Go! Get back to the truck! I'll take care of the cure!
pissed off worm right there. Felt that. No wonder no one's ever beaten this thing. She can solo a Reaper. That's one badass worm. For real. Hopefully that gives her something to snack on. She won't have to worry about us for a while.
Morton, is the cure ready?
Yes, loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. But Eve dead.
What happened?
Stress sampling, too intense. Too much trauma. Wanted to stop. She refused. Her decision.
She did it for her people.
Female was stabilizing force for Krogan. Would have helped Rex rally more clans in support.
Damn!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes. Readings at lab suggest temperature malfunction. Could affect cure viability. Need to adjust settings manually.
It's not a malfunction. It's sabotage. Your people did it years ago.
Of course. Shroud necessary for distribution. STG would have backup plan. Contingency to stop cure. And you knew.
The Dalatrass offered me a deal. Her full support for the Crucible project.
Difficult moral circumstance. Solarian assistance reluctant. Minimal. Need their loyalty for intel. Assistance with Crucible. Understandable. But not acceptable. Will not sacrifice Krogan for political gain.
I agree, man.
Every time we've talked about this before, you've defended the Genophage. Hell, you destroyed Malin's data. How can you change your mind now?
I made a mistake! I made a mistake. Focused on big picture. Big picture made of little pictures. Too many variables. Can't hide behind statistics. Can't ignore new data. My responsibility. Need to go. Running out of time.
Go. Save the cure.
Thank you, Shepard. Difficult decision. Why it had to be me?
Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Wow. This kind of gets me, people. This is one of those moments. It's what this makes this game just one of the best ever. This guy.
Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Warning, temperature malfunction detected.
Studied species Turian, a saurian, Batarian.
Temperature now within acceptable range. Dispersal commencing.
He did it.
Medicinal science studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of...
He laid down his life for his friends. Perfect music for this. Hope, people. In the middle of all this ugliness, some hope. Thanks, Morden.
To the void, we commit her body. In life, this Krogan faced our greatest enemy with rare valor. In death, she has proven a savior to her people. May her courage fan the flames of hope for the future. She is now the true mother of Tajanka. She was everything I want the Krogan to be. I hope we follow her example.
I'm sorry for her loss. You can never know who'll survive war and who won't.
Unless you have a hand in it. Malin's research might have saved her.
We'll never know.
I won't hold a grudge, Shepard. You've proven you're still a friend to the Krogan. Too bad about Morden, though.
He told me he had to do it. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Well, he got this right for everyone. Tell the Primarch I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Should have done that a week ago. It would have saved a lot of lives. Rex. And remember, it was Malin's data that got Eve in that condition in the first place.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the Genophage? I never thought I'd see the day.
Rex has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
It's not my fault they won't join, it's theirs.
Commander, Urdnot Rex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
We're going to need you. Don't forget where we live.
Never. It's clear we all fight together, or die.
Should have learned that a week ago.
To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted. Morden dying, it can't be easy.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
Anything happens, you let me know.
Notice since we've lost people now, we'll start to hear their voices in our dream. See a lot more shadows also. Yeah, there's Morden right there.
I got a few scratches on it. I hope they just didn't care.
Your courage remains people who remember. You won't be alone in the fight.
There's Eve. Still not exactly sure how to interpret the child I'm chasing through this dream. Don't know if this is my dream or if this is something being suggested. By the Reapers themselves. You definitely hear the Reapers in the distance. And of course, everything lights up red once we catch up to the kid and see him burst into flames at the hands of the Reapers. Is this a warning we lose all of humanity? That we're helpless? Because wasn't it the first thing he told us is that no one can help me if he symbolizes humanity? We're supposed to feel hopeless? Or is this a secret fear of Shepard's? Is that we actually are? That we're just fighting a losing battle? Doesn't matter. We're gonna win anyway.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
It's fine. Tell me what's going on.
The Solarian Counselor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. She called the comm room.
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Commander.
Can I help you, Counselor?
Shepard, I want you to understand that I owe my position to you, and it's not something that I take lightly. Were it not for you, that weak-minded Counselor Berglund would still be alive, leading the Solarians down the sewage pipe. But now I'm forced to champion a cure for the Genophage. It's like saying we need a hurricane to put out a wildfire.
It's not a wildfire, it's the death of the galaxy. Drum that into your people's heads. They'll follow you.
A short-term solution, but the short term may be all we have. Has a ring to it. But that is not the only reason I contacted you. The other regards humanity's Counselor Udina. We need to talk about his activities. The less than legal ones. Come see me next time you're on the Citadel. Ishil out.
You want to politic while the galaxy is burning. Telling you, indoctrinating.
Available on VidCom.
Worst thing that the Solarians could do is follow her lead.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Believe it or not, the Turians and Krogan actually seem to be getting along. Urdnot Rex has deployed troops, and they're giving the Reapers a moment of pause. The Solarians are still hanging on to Surkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them. Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Something might be brewing near the Geth border, but our intel is sketchy. News is getting harder to come by as things get worse.
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogan sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Urdnot Rex running the show is a bonus for us. Had that female Krogan you rescued survived, she might have rallied more support from the clans, but I'll take what we can get. I'm glad you disabled that bomb in Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support. As it is, we picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear. What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Lok, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The blood pack will be useful, and violent. Mostly Vorchai here. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Darner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
How about the Solarians?
Interesting wrinkle. We've been getting back-channel commitments from the strike teams within STG. They're promising to back us.
Even after I cured the Genophage?
Our intel suggests there are cracks developing between the military and the politicians. These STG guys know the score. They're not going to jeopardize the entire Solarian Union just because some Delatras didn't get her way.
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Taking down the Reaper? Man, I wish I could have been there.
I'm just glad the diplomats are off the ship. A Krogan and a Turian in the same room is a fight waiting to happen.
All right, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
Alright, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
How you gotta respect the classics?
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me! The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
Alright, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
If not for him, we wouldn't have the Krogan Alliance.
He'll have a hell of a tombstone. Cured the Genophage, with a little asterisk, and then at the bottom it'll say, which he also created.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
To be honest, I did it so the Krogan would help your people.
And believe me, it won't be forgotten. Our fleets will be there for Earth. I'll make sure of it.
I know you will.
And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if some young, hot-headed Krogan took over.
It could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have looked for a way out.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider it.
Anyone would have second thoughts about the Krogan. They just better remember you didn't act on it and return the favor.
Commander?
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria. The Turians have given us top-level access to their combat data. Their ships are already moving in to help the Alliance fleet. You actually secured a Krogan-Turian alliance. It's one thing to hear about Commander Shepard. It's another to see her in action.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be We would need to send in teams to be sure. Doctor.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Busy?
I have time if you'd like to talk. In fact, I could use the distraction.
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the Protheans, and how long they'll need for us. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years. It's selfish, but I keep thinking that if we fail... I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end.
Only 109, huh?
I know. It must seem strange to complain about a 1,000-year lifespan. I used to think it was sad that most aliens live such short lives. Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
Don't drive yourself crazy about this, Liara. We're still in the fight.
Only because you're still driving it forward. We finally have other leaders on our side, but none will take us as far as you can. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
Every time the world's about to end, I think about how mad you'd get if I didn't stop it. I don't know if I could do this without you.
Flatterer.
I try.
I'll see you soon, Shepard.
Greetings, Commander.
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Hello, Shepard.
Commander?
You settling in, Javik?
I believe some of the crew wishes to be my friend. That is not my purpose here. Also, I find I need to wash my hands. The residue of the ship is strong.
How so?
I have been exploring. There are traces of those who lived on the Normandy before. I detected a human female. Her genetic structure was unnatural, as if artificially created.
Sounds like Miranda.
And a Drell. There was illness in him.
Thane.
And the Krogan we met, who lived in these quarters. He was undergoing a metamorphosis. His memories were confused, not organic to his mind. There was great confusion and turmoil.
I still can't wrap my head around that. Reading information like you do.
For my people, it was as natural as breathing.
Evolution's an amazing force.
Our scientists believed it was the only force in the galaxy that mattered. They called it the cosmic imperative. The strong flourished, the weak perished. The governments of your cycle seem concerned with ensuring the survival of all.
Was this imperative just your scientists' opinion, or did they prove something we don't know?
The universe had already proven it. They only had to look around.
And saw what, exactly?
Extinction is the rule of law in the cosmos, the natural order of things. The weakest species are doomed.
We can't afford any weak links in this war. They drain our resources.
They can become a resource of their own.
How?
If the Reapers are busy conquering the weak, they are not watching you.
So use them as a distraction.
All strategies must be considered, and few are too extreme. Though I do not think your Asari approves of my beliefs.
Liara? I think she just had a different idea about what Protheans were like.
We are all a product of our time. Had I been born in this cycle, perhaps I would be the noble scholar she wishes me to be.
Maybe. Or maybe you'd still be a soldier.
I do wonder sometimes. Living a life of constant war, taking life in every battle.
Does it get to you?
It shapes me, as stone is shaped by the one who carves it. This stone has no choice in the form it will take. You and I, Commander. War is our sculptor, and we are prisoners to its design.
Maybe not much longer. We win this and we'll both be set free.
Thank you, Commander. I have seen the death of a Reaper. It has been a long time.
Let's hope it's the first of many.
Yes, a difficult fight remains. In your position, I would have offered the Solarian leader a deal.
Oh?
You only had to make the Krogan believe you cured their disease. They are too stupid to know the difference. The Solarians would have been grateful and rewarded you. Both would have served you at the same time. Morality and friendship do not matter now. Your allies are simply resources to use against the Reapers.
Oh, I knew this.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle, at the same moment the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
Are these modifications really necessary?
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room.
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
I'll look for one the next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Nothing to report.
Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the Genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
We all know our history, but this isn't 1400 years ago.
But if the Genophage is gone, what makes these Krogan different from the ones that rebelled?
The Krogan have no warships. If the Reapers focus on them, they could be wiped out. Combining their infantry with the Turian fleet is a huge asset, and both parties know it.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the Genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval. Commander.
For your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah. There's that, too.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double-checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication. Good work, Lieutenant.
Thank you, Commander. You can count on me.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are views like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll pull rank if I have to. Take some R&R next time we hit the Citadel.
Yes, ma'am.
Parts of Tachanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything.
All right, people. Got to catch up with the crew, talk to everybody.
Commander?
All right, I think we need to head back to the Citadel and check in, not just to see the Solarian Counselor, but also to turn in some stuff. All right, thanks for watching. I know it was a bit of a long one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to subscribe, and click that button up top if you haven't already. If you want to catch any of these Mass Effect playthroughs, you can click any of those boxes. Should send you straight to the playlist. Thank you for taking your time to hang out here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.